mames. No 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 mames.
Hey, Shalom Makim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honor to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noah's in the gospel, brother, lifting up the standard of Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashai, wherever they may be. This is a video put out by the beloved brother, Amawanga Bar. He got the emojis as in what the fuck, question mark, caution, and look in the eyes of looking as to what the hell is going on here. I'm not sure where this is at. Okay. Just telling from the people. They may be in some type of Central American country. I'm not sure. Let me double check. I'm not sure where they are at. I can't even tell you that honestly, but we don't know what's happening in the video. Looked like some type of weather event, and then looked like the lights went out. But regardless of that, man, the fear of the Lord is gonna come upon you people, and you people are gonna dread your very existence real soon, because we're in a time now that Yahawah Shai is really backing up to answer the call of his men. Okay, we've been putting up prayers against this place consistently, that the Most High bring it down and to usher in his kingdom of righteousness and forever peace. Something that you people are claiming to strive for, when in fact you people don't know anything but chaos, destruction, wickedness, perverseness, evilness. So the Lord is destined to judge you for it, man. Okay, so if you look at the dog's face, the dog even look like he's in fear. Now, I know they've been talking about rolling blackouts. You know, they've been doing this study or this test on blackouts and the year of the poly crisis and all this other madness, especially with the digital infrastructure being up and running, and then they're getting ready to collapse the financial industry of this place. That's going to be a worldwide phenomenon that's going to be felt around the world. Okay, so on top of that, this inclement weather, you got these particular legislations that's being passed to bring in draconian laws, and the fact that the power just went off and these people are looking like they're in fear. Okay, and this is just a small glimpse as to what's coming in as a collective, because as a collective, all you people are getting ready to fear the Lord. Like the scriptures say, every knee shall bow and every tongue should confess that Yahawah is the anointed. So regardless on if you're worshiping your gods or you believe in yourself, or you're worshiping yourself and you believe that there's no other being hiding oneself, well, you finding out that that's clearly not the case. Okay, so I'm gonna play this again and try to make sense of it. But regardless, this is just the fear of the Lord, man. And we have to fear Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashai. All right.
No mames. No mames.
You see the woman? She's totally terrified. Now, whatever they're hearing is something coming from down there or something coming from the heavens or the air. Now, whether it's some type of EMP strike, we don't know. It could be some weather. Could it be a chariot? Who knows? I'm thinking like it was a crazy weather event or that a chariot was going to pop up. But you couldn't really make out what was happening. But they sense a sudden fear of dread. Okay, and the Spirit of the Lord is getting ready to answer that call, man. All right.
No mames. No mames. No mames.
Well, it couldn't be an EMP because those businesses still have lights. So this must be some type of weather event. It could be a chariot. I'm guessing a chariot of some sort. But if it was an EMP strike, then everything just would have went dark. So it wasn't an EMP.
No mames. No mames. No mames. No mames.
Now, we don't know what that noise is, and it can't be the wind because the trees are still. So, can't really tell. Let's pick it up now.
No mames.
Yeah, it's some type of storm or something. And that's a spirit because yesterday, man, I didn't even know it was rain in the forecast. But basically, these people was popping fireworks all night, man. I mean, to like 12:30 at night. You know, these people are letting loose, letting off shots like firecrackers. I mean, they're like going ballistic. And all of a sudden, I hear this boom. And like something was beating on a house. And I looked out. It looked like a fucking tornado almost came through here, man. So the Lord was like literally, he shut that whole 4th of July nonsense down like immediately. I mean, because they was going crazy last night, man. I mean, they made up for the loss of time, I guess. But I'm going to say around 12:30 or so, the Lord sent like a heavy gust of wind through this part of Kansas City, man. I'm thinking that the tree was finna fall on our building, man. I'm like, oh, shit. But it was just like extra strong wind, so it just came out of nowhere. But yesterday was a clear day, man. You know, but I guess all them rockets and shit you shot up in the air, and the Most High was like, you know what, enough is enough. You know. But anyway, the fear of the Lord, man, is one thing we must fear the Lord, because the scriptures say the beginning of fear is the beginning of wisdom and understanding, roughly paraphrasing it. But this is the book of 2 Corinthians 2, and I'm going to start at verses 11. Matter of fact, I started 10. It says, for we all must appear before the judgment seat of the anointed, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to he that have done, whether it be good or bad. See, people think that when the end comes, the Lord is going to line everybody up and judge everybody one by one. Hell fucking no, man. Your judgment is already set. Okay? The Lord ain't going to be sitting up here to judge you. Well, you did this sin, you did that, you did this. Hell no, man. The Lord already got it recorded. So when your ass is out of here, you just going, hey, the Lord is going to destroy you. You know, that's what these Christians think. They think that at the end, oh, well, you know, God is going to line us all up. He's going to bad things, that we've done good things, and there we go. Then off to heaven or hell you go. In reality, the average person have done way more foul shit than righteousness. I mean, we all have done more evil than good, if you want to be technically honest. If you were to measure deeds as far as on a case-by-case basis, you know, like according to the Christians, you wake up and say shit or fuck, man. That's a deed that's recorded in your book. No, man. Okay, it's talking about your lifestyle, how you lived, and the sins you've racked up of offense towards the Lord, man. Which in fact, we all have more sins greater than righteous deeds. But the only thing that justifies us through the faith is Yahawashi's blood. Okay, so the Lord ain't gonna be lining everybody up when the end come and say, well, you did that, you did this. Okay, you could cross over to the pearly gates. That's bullshit, man. Okay, the Lord is not gonna judge. He's already judging this place. Okay, if you were wicked, you're created to be wicked. You're gonna be destroyed. You go to the spirit world, the Lord give you a judgment. Hey, X, Y, and Z. You done this, this, this. You go to rest, and you're born back through a human onto the planet Earth, and then you serve out your punishment. Okay, but it says, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto God, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciousness, man. Okay, but it says, knowing therefore through the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. This is the terror of Yahawashi, man. Okay, because you people have lived wickedly, evil. Okay. And you haven't done righteousness in the eyes of Yahawashi. So therefore, this hell is coming upon you like he put upon the Egyptians. And the Lord is getting ready to put hell on these Egyptians, man. Okay, because this is the book of Psalms 105, and I'm going to start at 23. It says, Israel also came into Egypt, and Jacob sojourned in the land of Ham. And he increased his people greatly and made them stronger than their enemies. And he turned their heart to hate his people, to deal subtly with the servants. He sent Moses, his servant, and Aaron, whom he had chosen. And they showed the signs among them and wonders in the land of Ham. Like what? Turning waters into blood, turning the rivers into blood. Okay, smiting the firstborn. The plagues of gnats, which I believe in New York, they was talking about biblical plagues of gnats coming out of the blue. The frogs, the locusts, the 3 days of darkness with the apparitions. These are all signs and wonders that the Lord has done in the midst of the Egyptians, and we're seeing these wonders play out now, which they're going to intensify over time. All right, and it says here, he sent darkness and made it dark, and they rebelled not against his word, and he turned their waters into blood, and slew their fish, and brought forth frogs in abundance in the chambers of their kings. And he spake, and there came divers sorts of flies and lice of all their coasts, and he gave them hell for rain and flaming fire in their land. And he smote their vines, also their fig trees, and brake the trees of their coasts. And he spake, and the locusts came, and caterpillars, and without number, and did eat up all the herbs in the land, and devour all the fruit from the ground. And he smote also the firstborn in their land, and the chief of all their strength. And he bought them forth also with silver and gold, and there was not one feeble person among the tribes, man. Egypt was glad when they departed, for the fear of them fell upon them. And he spread a cloud for a covering and a fire to give light in the night. Okay, but that's the point. He brought hell on those Egyptians, and they were terrified, man. Okay, because as a matter of fact, look up terrible. God. 13 scriptures. Deuteronomy 10 and 17, it says, for Yahweh is your power, and is a God of powers, the Lord of lords, a great power, a mighty and terrible, which regarded not the persons nor take a reward, man. Okay, so the Lord is a terrible power, man. Something to not be reckoned with. You don't test the power of Yahawashi. Because you saw how sudden dread came upon those people. Okay. Judges 3:13 and 6, it says, and a woman came out and told her husband, saying, a man of God came into me, and his countenance was like the countenance of an angel of the Most High. Very terrible. Okay. The man of the Lord going to have that power, that spirit on him, man. It's going to make people fear and tremble. That's the reason why when people look at us, they get a sudden sense of dread. Yeah, it's comical to them, but at the same time, they see something different. You know, like I don't know what it was lately, but lately when I've been going out this week, man, it has been a lot of people. I ain't really been in the talking or kind of conversing with people type of spirit, but people would just kind of try to make light of it. You know, people will come up, hey, how you doing? Or, you know, just coming being friendly out the blue. In the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't even want to be bothered. But it's a certain spirit we have, you know, and people are sensing that like, oh, shit. You know, even if we can't see it, the people are experiencing something different coming from the men of the Lord. Because clearly I just wasn't in a talkative mood this week, but everybody or a few people, they were just eager to just try to talk to you because they see that austerity in us, man. You see? And it says, an angel of God, very terrible, but I asked him not whence he was, neither he told me his name. Okay? Understanding the history of that, which we can get into at a different time. But this is Nehemiah 1 and 5. It says, and I beseech thee, O Yahawah, power of heaven, the great and terrible power that keepeth the covenant and mercy for them that love him and observe his commandments. And you people, you're not fearing the Lord. This is the reason why he's getting ready to bring hell upon you people, man. All right, you people are literally getting ready to drop dead from freaking heart attacks because you've lived in pride. You see? Let's go from here to the book of Proverbs, the first chapter. This is one of my favorite chapters because it gets to the point. This is the book of Proverbs 1, and I'm going to start at verses 26. It says, I will also laugh at your calamity, and I will mock it when your fear cometh. And when your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, then they should call upon me, but I will not answer, and they should seek me early, but they should not find me. It says, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. And these people in this video, hey, they going to learn to fear Yahawah wa Yahawashi. And this is very light. Like I said, this may be some type of weather event. Me, I speculated being a chariot, you know, overall. But, you know, who really knows, you know. But the Lord has a way of catching people off guard. Okay, because matter of fact, let's get this couple of precepts here. The book of Thessalonians 5:3. It says, for when they should say, matter of fact, 2, it says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they should say peace and safety, then sudden destruction coming upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they should not escape. So look at this again. The dog is scared.
Oh, mommy.
So you know something.
Oh, mommy. Oh, mommy.
Everybody looking up.
No mames.
Ooh, when Yahawashi comes back, man, shit, man, I pray we ready. Oh man, fear. Yep, Luke 21, and I'm gonna start at verses 25. It says, and there should be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, and looking for after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven should be shaken. And bro, we're seeing that, like the brother uploaded a video yesterday. They said the 4th of July was one of the hottest days we've ever had in history. Okay, and I want y'all to let that sink in because it was hot as fuck yesterday. I'm not even gonna bullshit. It was pretty hot. I mean, nothing that we've never seen, but according to Esau, that was one of the hottest days we've had on record ever. And then in New York, or I believe the brothers in the main camp in New York, not the Connecticut area, but the New York area. And it was a blood moon, man, without any indication, without any warning, anything like that. And I asked the brother, was there any type of, still any type of red clouds or red smog from the alleged fires that they're claiming to be, which is different stories on that. The brother's yet to respond to me, but regardless of it, that moon came up and it was like dark, like a bloody red. And Esau made no mention of any solar eclipses or any lunar eclipses in the atmosphere or in the news forecast. So this was a sudden blood moon. Okay, that's why it says there should be signs in the suns and in the moon and in stars, upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, and the sea and waves roaring. Men's hearts failing them from fear, heart attacks, and looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven should be shaken, and they shall see the Son, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Okay, so hey, we in them times, brothers, but I'm gonna end it here. All praises and glory and honor is due to Yahawah wa Yahawashi. And with that, shalom and above all. Shalom.